drivers had a weekend off, but who played the PR game the best? 5. F1 continues to make the drivers guess a wide range of trivia. Love to see the boys who didn't go to high school under pressure. Lando managed to guess Einstein and was just undecided between pi or E equals MC squared for the next question. Bit different. It's a fun watch, and Oscar and Lando's relationship is like watching a puppy and a cat interact. 4. George Russell had an interview in The Athletic, and it was the most George interview in the history of time. It opens with him talking about sleep. Is sleep critical to being a great athlete? Absolutely. But it is the most boring way to start an article about an F1 driver. George also said he'd have 2 world championships if the car had been stronger, which, my guy, I love you. But you only just stopped crashing on the last lap this season, and even if you beat Lewis, you still had this kinda dominant driver named Max Verstappen you would have had to pry all the points from. Kudos for George to talk about using a sports psychologist to help his performance, but the interview sadly did little to actually give us any insight into George. Big missed opportunity. 3. L'Oreal dropped their first commercial with Carlos Sainz. Carlos does well, but it feels like a missed opportunity. His hair is best in motion. Where's the helmet reveal? Where's the classic L'Oreal hair flip? I guess I'll keep waiting impatiently for his commercial with Simone Ashley. 2. Kimi Antonelli is getting his own documentary. Netflix announced their doc about Kimi being chosen for the Mercedes seat. Impressive to pull a whole feature before Lewis Hamilton, but clearly Toto Wolff is fully committed to investing in Kimi. But George should make sure to define himself as a driver outside of Mercedes, because Toto has officially crowned his heir. No pressure, Kimi. 1. Lewis Hamilton was at the opening of the Fanatics store in London. It was a big win for Fanatics to get Lewis Hamilton. Not only did they get big press, but the shouts of "Remember who you are, Lewis, you'll do it again" clearly meant a lot to him, and the "You're the guy" inside brought a big smile to Lewis's face. It also made the rounds on social media. Follow along to see what PR the drivers are forced to do next week.